welcome to the SIHL expansion tournament. Here we go again. It's going to be essentially, there's 7 games. I have 4 games here. I'll splice this recording with part 2. Here's part 1. The first 4 is 7. Part 2 will be the other 3. So here we go. We'll go left to right, top to bottom. So, from all the first 3 games I will cover on March 1st. This one was yesterday, as I'm recording this on the 4th. So here we go. The San Diego Sharpshooters hosting the Austin Bandits. So San Diego here. Really close game here. Well, the game, So, yeah, this one actually ends up going to a shootout. I do cover this one. So, San Diego, they struggle to start off. It's basically, wait, do they? Yeah, they don't ever lead in this game. San Diego does not lead. San Diego and Austin's basically a battle of the bottom of the barrel. So, the Austin Bandits, they take a 1-0 lead in the first. They're looking pretty good throughout this game. Unlike, as I just said, San Diego. So, the San Diego Sharpshooters, they're now 1-0 after 1, but they do make it to... They do exchange goals in the second period. 1 goal for the Bandits, 1 for San Diego. So, it's 2-1 Austin after 2. And then, with about halfway through period 3, San Diego able to tie the game at 2. Then it goes to overtime. But it's very close. And it goes to a shootout. Takes a bit. But the Bandits win the game in a shootout 3-2. They moved 5-6-0, 10 points on the season with a 3-2 shootout win. Hold on. I must have done something wrong here. I just noticed. That's 9 points for San Diego. And 4-7-1. 4-6-1. So yeah, this. I'll fix this. This will take me about 5 seconds. There we go, San Diego and Austin. So San Diego, they do get the 1 point. They move to 9 points, 4-6-1. Just a mistake made there. Austin moved to 5-6 with a win, so a little bit of improvement for the Bandits. I just got pinned, but ignore that. So Austin wins the game 3-2 in a shootout. That's your final score. They moved 5. Hard to say what both teams moved to. And then we move to the next game. The LA Monsters and the Winnipeg Wolfpack. So, LA, the struggle continues. This is the first, because they do have a game on the second one. I got another pin. Yeah, I'm just going to keep going. So, the LA Monsters. 3-6-3. So, yeah, 2 games is the first, this game was a pin, so they're currently 3-6-3. You'll see the other game in the second half of the video. So the LA Monsters win. They get shut out 5-0 by the Winnipeg Wolfpack, a big win. Yeah, Winnipeg, they dominated from the moment the puck dropped. They won the game 5-0. They moved to 7-5-0, 14 points on the season, so seem to be back on track. So then we move to the bottom half of board number 1. We have the New York Eagles and the Seattle Stingrays. So for the New York Eagles and Seattle, pretty close game, but yeah, the way it starts off, it starts off with the New York Eagles. They have a good first period. They do score 1. They lead 1-0 after 1, but then reality hits them quite hard. The Seattle Stingrays, they jump back. 2 goals in the second. They lead 2-1. And then an empty netter, most likely. This is a simulated game. And the Stingrays beat the New York Eagles 3-1. So the Stingrays another win. Because they also play another game here, I believe. So for the Stingrays, they moved 9-2-1, I believe. So their record's 9-3-1. We'll get to that. Meanwhile, the New York Eagles fell to 6-5-1, 13 points on the season so far. And that's that. We move to the final game of this board, and then I'll make a new board. Well, actually, I'll cover a game that I'll do the video for the other board. So, with the Miami Vipers and the Philadelphia Falcons. So for Miami, the Miami Vipers here, very close to until the third period, pretty much. This thing was neck and neck. You can see, first period, a lot of goals. Pretty much an 80s game here. 2-2 tied after 1, so 4 goals throughout period 1. Another 2 goals in period 2. So the game's still tied, 3 apiece. And then the Vipers explode in the third. The Falcons they fight back a bit, but they fell short. They lose the game 7-4. They fall to 7-5. They fall to 7-5-0. I don't remember off the top of my head if they play a second game at the moment, but you'll see in a moment. But the Vipers, 4 goals in that third period gets them the 2 points as they win the game. They move to 7-3-2. They get 16 points in the season. They're improving. They're going up. They're starting to go that next step. Just drop my marker so that it's looking really good for Miami. Who else is looking up? Seattle, obviously. Winnipeg's getting back on top. So that's part 1. Gotta change boards. I'll be back. I will cover a game. So yeah, by time. Do the magic of video editing. You'll see new boards in 3, 2, 1. So here we go. Here is board number 2. Just 3 games. We'll go left to right. So the Denver's a bit screwed up, but it's fine. So we got the Denver Dragons and the Minnesota North Stars on the left. We're gonna go left to right like usual. So this one's an interesting one. So did Denver a 3-2 overtime win over the Minnesota North Stars. A very close game. Minnesota, they add on to their extra point totals. They moved to very close game. It's tied. It's 1-0 Minnesota after 1. The game's tied at 1 after 2. And tied at 2, it goes to overtime. And the Dragons win it. So Minnesota, they didn't play too bad. They just didn't get the win in this. Denver, they win a game, which they've been struggling with that. They moved to 5-8-0 with a 3-2 overtime win, 10 points this season, and with the overtime loss, the North Stars moved to 12 points, 3-3-6. So then we move to the middle. Kansas City and the Seattle Stingrays. I feel like this team won't ever not win a game. So the Catwings and the Seattle Stingrays. Not exactly the most fun game, but between Kansas City, they get a good start. They get the 1-0 goal. Seattle they got close in the second because they didn't allow any more goals for Kansas City, but they just couldn't score either. The Catwings get another one in the third. They win the game 2-0. Stingrays, they couldn't score. It's a battle of the best. And the Stingrays take a loss. They move to 9-3-1. 19 points on the season. Meanwhile, the Wings improved to 11-1-2. They moved to 24 points on the season with a 2-0 win. Then to our final game, we got the LA Monsters hosting the Calgary Cougars. A really close game. Again, like this one on the left here. So the Calgary Cougars, they struggled in the first. LA Monsters, they get one on the board in the first period. Nobody scored in the second. Calgary, they do tie it in the third. Very ankle tied the game. I did cover this one, but I don't remember when that goal was exactly. And the Calgary Cougars, they force overtime. It's nothing. That one it takes a few rounds, but the Calgary Cougars able to get the only goal in the shootout, and they win the game 2-1 in a shootout over the LA Monsters. And the Calgary Cougars moved 8-4-0, 16 points on the season. Meanwhile, the LA Monsters moved to 3-6-3 with 9 points on the season. So the LA moves out of last place, and Calgary improves their record to 8-4-0. So that'll pretty much do it for the SIHL expansion tournament recaps. A 2-part recap. See you in the next one. Goodbye.